What's up guys, here's Claudio from Visual Modo WordPress themes, and in today's video we're gonna learn how to optimize our websites using WordPress and the plugin organizer from WordPress.org, a free WordPress plugin that lets you disable plugins in pages that the plugins isn't in use. Let me show some example. Let's imagine that you have a shop and you want to have all the shop pages using WooCommerce, for example, but the cart page or the cart page codes doesn't need to be loaded into the home page, for example. As a result, you can deactivate or disable the WooCommerce plugin in this home page. By default, WordPress, as soon as you activate a plugin, do activate the plugin in all the pages, but this can seriously decrease the page loading speed. Let's check here the Visual Modo Awards website. That is a free project where you can submit your site to promote it for free. And it's still on beta version, so we need to do some optimizations on this site, of course. Let's check using an online tool called GTmetrix. You can go to the site gtmetrix.com and type the page URL. This is the test. As you can see, the fully load time is 3.3 seconds. How to decrease this time? Once Google recently announced a new release of how the loading speed can seriously affect the page rank, so the SEO. And using this plugin, you can optimize the site so the site can be fast. And a fast site can rank better on Google. So go to your WordPress dashboard, plugins, add new, type plugin organizer, click on install, and after that activate it. As soon as you activate the plugin, you can see in the left side of your WordPress dashboard a new button called Plugin Organizer. This is the main settings of the plugin. In the rule support, you can enable the plugin to load. You can set the plugin to load in custom post types like products, portfolio, projects, but by default it comes on pages and posts. And you can set on in the settings so you can edit the plugins and select it. This is the default setting. Let me show you a normal page. We're gonna be optimizing our home page, this one that takes 3.3 seconds to load. If you scroll down and you did not set the plugin options, you will not see any new option, any new field to select or remove some plugin to deactivation. We're gonna go back to the plugin organizer. Into the settings. Let's remember, we do not want to deactivate the plugins on the entire site, like I can do here, because if you do that, the plugin will not work on your site. And we just want that the plugins that we does not need in our page, in some specific pages, do not work on these pages only. Let's set on in the selective plugin loading, selective mobile plugin loading, select admin plugin loading. You can also display messages, save changes, save settings. Now let's go back to our page. We're gonna move to home page and click on it so we can load the editor. This is a plugin not set. You can dismiss by now. The first important thing to do is know what your page is using. You need to understand your site and understand what you did to make this page. For example, here, I did use the ultimate add-ons, but I'm not using the Axmat and Span or Chimpy. I'm not using the image optimizer too. So I can simply deactivate these plugins by clicking on it. Green is for activated plugins on this page, and red is for deactivated plugins. You can save changes. Let's check the site. The site looks exactly the same, so nothing was lost in this process of deactivating plugins. And let's check the sites again. Now, it takes 2.5 seconds to load. We are decreasing the page load time. This is excellent. Now, as you can see, the default logged in or the other option, you need to set these 2 times, one for the default and one for the other. Save changes again. Let's retest. Why does the time was increased? It's because we did change the page, but we did not clear up the cache. Don't worry, just take a moment so your site can decrease the cache, or you can clear up the cache like I show in a video tutorial that I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. Again, you can deactivate some plugins on the mobile loading too. The best thing to do once each case is each case and each site is each site is deactivate, test, deactivate again, test. Just don't forget to clear up your cache. Let me clear up the cache. Delete cache. In the site, I'm using the WP Super Cache. .3. This is an excellent result. Now let's set up the cache. First of all, we're gonna move to our homepage editor again and do a final change. And just take a moment so the site can enable the cache again, so we do not generate false results in the tests. I will not cut the video because you need to know how many times this takes so you can really see the results. I'm gonna deactivate other two plugins in the page, save change. And now I'm gonna be working on the cache. In my case, the cache gonna be on settings, WP Super Cache. It's on, but you need to go to the Advanced tab, Set Expert, Disable Caching for logged visitors, Compress pages, Clear all cache after page update. Now I'm gonna set a bigger cache timeout. Let me just update the status for the first amount of fields. And now again to the timeout. Update settings. The site clearly seems to be loading faster, but we're gonna see the results on the final test. Default, logged in, and administrator. Let's retest. As you can see, we decreased the site loading speeds in almost 1.5 seconds. This is too much. We now have a site that loads under 2 seconds. This is excellent for PageRank and Google SEO. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to use the comment section below in the case that you have any question, and don't forget to check out the visualmodo.com portfolio of amazing WordPress themes. And I see you later. All the best!